Welcome back to this channel for practice problems for actuarial exams. My name is Krzysztof Ostaszewski. You can find information about me at smarturl.it/Jedi. My advice on how to pass actuarial exams is at smarturl.it/pass. I have video channels on YouTube, DTube, and dlive.io. I teach online seminars for exams PFM, IFM, and LTAM at Illinois State University. You can find them at smarturl.it/btdt-online. And I also authored manuals for exams PFM, IFM, and LTAM, and you can find them at these websites. For P, for example, at smarturl.it/btdt-p. BTDT stands for Been There, Done That, which is what you should be able to say every time you look at a problem when you're taking an actuarial exam. You have to be so prepared that you know immediately what to do. If you have to think on the test, that means you're unprepared. Thinking is the last resort of the unprepared. All the thinking should be done before the exam. You should understand everything, memorize as much as you can, and then some, and then some, and then more. Memorization is very important for actuarial exams. You should memorize all the key formulas. And you should respect the exams. They're hard, but they're worth it. Because you know, being an actuary is the best job in America. You get paid like doctors and lawyers, but you don't have to work with blood, and you don't have to go see your clients in jail. I direct the actuarial program at Illinois State University. You can find information about it at smarturl.it/actuary. If you would like to make a tax-deductible donation to support our students, please go to smarturl.it/help ISU actuary. Here's a problem for today for exam IFM, Investments in Financial Markets. Consider the following 4 behavioral patterns of investors. 1. Familiarity bias. 2. Disposition effect. 3. Overconfidence bias. 4. Herd behavior. Determine which 2 of these behavioral patterns are not systematic trading biases and are thus less likely to cause stock prices to deviate from their fundamental values. So familiarity bias happens when investors have a preference toward companies with which they are familiar. The disposition effect, 2, is the tendency of investors to hang on to losers and sell winners. And that happens because people want to recover the money that they spent on an investment. They don't want to acknowledge that, well, this one is a loser, I lost money. What if I sell it and then it goes up and I'm going to look stupid? So that's a very familiar behavior of many investors, unfortunately, and if the markets are efficient, then you should just look into the future and buy or sell based on the value of the market and the prospects of the companies. Overconfidence bias, 3, is the situation when uninformed individuals overestimate the extent of their knowledge. Basically, being a human being. Lack of humility, not humidity, I'm sorry, humility. That's what we are. It's difficult to be humble, but if you want to make money in the market, in my humble opinion, you need to be humble. Herd behavior, 4, is the situation when investors imitate each other's actions. Or as Warren Buffett said, why do bubbles happen in the market? Because people see their stupid neighbors getting rich. People who are dumber than they are getting rich. That's the perception. So for these 4 patterns, 2, the disposition effect, and 4, the herd behavior, are systematic trading biases, which will likely cause stock prices to deviate from their fundamental values. and 1 and 3 are less likely to cause stock prices to deviate from their fundamental values, because in order for the behavior of uninformed investors to affect the market, there would have to be patterns in their behaviors that cause departures from capital asset pricing model in systematic ways. But these departures are mostly idiosyncratic, that is, they are individual in nature, and are likely to cause investors' departures from CAPM that cancel each other out. So uninformed investors will be just trading among themselves. Person who thinks that something is that some investment is familiar to them and they want to buy it, may trade with somebody who thinks that, oh, this is a company I know nothing about and I don't care about it, and so on. So answer B is the answer choice. Please remember, this is copyrighted material. The problem itself belongs to the Society of Actuaries. The solution is mine. Good luck in your studies and good luck on the test.